Here we are at 6702 Antigua Drive in Fort Collins, Colorado. Great spot in terms of being really close to Ashley's place. You're literally right around the corner from there. You do have a garage space that is on the far side. So this will be unit 50, so it is in between two other units. Ooh. Be careful there, I just missed that step. So there is a step down into the property. First thing I'll tell you is there's some leveling issues with the concrete on this place. So right here at the front, you got about a 8-inch difference between concrete on one side to the other. And you have a really good dip down here in the middle. Over time, that's going to create issues, and so just something to be prepared for. One thing I'd end up doing on this would be probably want to rip this out and get it replaced, just because of it's just going to get worse over time. Here is your AC condenser. It's running pretty rough right now. You can just hear it. It definitely needs someone to come out and just take a quick look at it, get it cleaned up, get the fuzz taken out of it, and I bet it would run a lot more efficiently. Exteriorly, the paint is done by the company outside. There's a few nicks and dings at the door of this place, but nothing too significant. You'd end up having to ask the HOA for the paint colors and to get it fixed up at some point. But here we are right off the front door into the living room. This does have one light fixture up above the TV. They just don't have a light bulb in it. I think they're just trying to be pretty energy efficient on that side. But plenty of natural light that does come through on this side. Paint color in here is kind of a mixture between, you got the yellow, kind of a light blue, and then a dark blue around the kitchen, then a gray inside the kitchen. So definitely a lot of colors in here. Definitely, I can tell you the carpet is in shape. It at least needs to be deep cleaned or replaced at some point. Just a lot of foot traffic you can see, and so just over time, I can definitely tell you it's just been beat down. So just something to think about. Through this hallway, you can go downstairs to the basement, and then there's a bathroom just right around the corner from there. Kitchen-wise, older appliances. Definitely could use a replacement at some point, but they definitely will work. You can definitely see some staining on the microwave, so that'd probably be the first thing I'd replace if I moved into this. Flooring in the kitchen as well is a little beat up. Might come up with a little bit of cleaning and elbow grease. It's a laminate, so you can get someone to come in here pretty cheaply and put a new laminate in here. Cabinets and countertops. A few nicks and scratches on the countertops. A couple nicks and scratches on the counters. You could definitely go through and give them a nice cleaning, and I think they clean up nicely. The painting on the interior of the kitchen, it needs a little work, but nothing that's too significant. The main spots will be between the countertop and the wall. Just you can see where they caulked, and then the paint didn't stick to the caulk. They bought probably the wrong caulk to seal everything up. And then they did paint the kitchen themselves, so I can see a few little paint scuffs on the cabinets as well above. Other than that, in pretty good condition on that side. Looks like it's plenty enough room. There technically could probably be two butts working in there at once, but definitely a lot easier. It's definitely more of a one-butt kitchen, if that makes any sense. We'll swing around here. So this is a closet. It's just completely filled up, so I'm not going to show you the inside of it, but it's 2 foot deep and about 4 foot wide. Swinging around here, this will be the quarter bath for the main floor. Laminate flooring, a little better shape, but you can definitely tell it still needs a little bit of a cleaning. And then the paint in here is more of a gray, and nothing else that I could really point out from this except for one missing light bulb in terms of it got burnt out. We'll swing downstairs really quick. There can be a door that can be put on this. They obviously took it off Makes it a little easier so you don't always have to open and close it. And it kind of gets in the way of the bathroom. Down here, it's definitely more of a gray-white for colors. The trim down here definitely looks like it needs a little love. Same deal, probably a little paint at some point wouldn't hurt. One thing I am noticing right off the bat coming down here is, I don't know if you guys can see that, but along that trim, it looks like they had some flooding issues down here at one point. Looks like they just tried to sand it and it didn't work all that great, and they tried repainting it. Trying to tell, but I'm almost positive it came maybe from the ceiling. It's going to be hard to see here, but there's definitely, it looks like a company came in here, and I can even see up here where there was some staining issues as well, where you can see just some discoloration. So there was some type of leak that happened in here at one point that looks like they got it fixed, but the work to put the drywall wall back on was a little rough. Your washer and dryer are down here. That's why I was kind of actually thinking there was a leak beforehand from that. It is carpeted underneath. My recommendation would be to at least change that out and not have carpet under there, or do linoleum or something to level it out. You know, washing machines and drying machines really shouldn't be on carpet, just for purposes of leveling them and actually having them run efficiently. Like I said, down here, in terms of condition of the walls, you know, it was, to me, it looks like it was done by a homeowner or something like that. You can just tell the taping and texturing wasn't done professionally, and there's just a lot of uneven spots just around the drywall. Again, it's probably just my own preference, just seeing it, and the photos and the video isn't going to do justice for what it looks like in person. It's livable, but it definitely is something that, you know, if you wanted a quality downstairs in terms of looks, it would take quite a bit of work to get the walls back. The other thing I noticed while I'm walking down here, under this carpet, they had some serious foundation issues in terms of settling at this place. I can just feel a whole bunch of cracks and heaved concrete underneath most of this flooring in the basement. And so just something, again, to keep in mind. I think they might have had an issue down here too. It's just so hard to tell. It's just all of the drywall down here just does not look in, unfortunately, the best condition. A new paint job definitely would help, probably make it look a little nicer, but I just see so many lines and so many poorly done seams. You know, my best example would be this one. This is what the majority of the basement looks like, is there's a bunch of these seams around, which you can tell someone didn't do a good job taping. I'm not going to be able to get to the AC unit to really check it, or not AC, but furnace unit to be able to check it. It is behind this shelving. I can hear it running. It's pretty quiet, so I don't have too many concerns with that. I'm assuming the water heater is under there as well. This is just your closet under the stairs. Coming in here, this will be the shared bathroom for downstairs. Full bath. Same thing in the bathroom, some pretty rough heaving floors. And I can also tell you, they put this bath in themselves, it looks like. And right down here in this corner by the bathtub, I'm almost positive there's a leak or something going on there. It's just very soft and, you know, you can just tell a lot of moisture's been in there. I would also assume that this vent right here, if they do use it, is attached to just the insulation up in the ceiling. So it's probably just sucking all the moisture up and putting it up in the ceiling versus outside. I don't officially know that, but it is something to be aware of. Let's see, I'm going to try and show you guys some of the heaving here really quick, just so you guys got an idea of it.
but it's not going to do much. But you can see that line that's about 3 or 4 inches above there. So there's a bunch of those little hairline cracks that are just popping up through the material when you're walking down here.
And you can just tell it feels different. And the only way to fix that would be to go through and replace the concrete and jack it up. Or what I'd probably do instead down here is get a floating floor. Coming into the last bedroom that is downstairs. This is probably the best size one. Queen bed for reference. It does have a window behind the curtains there, but good enough space. It is a little awkward in terms of space, but not too bad. A lot of nicks and scrapes down here as well, so just another thing to think of. A little bit of cleaning will need to go on down in the basement. I see another weird spot. It could just be a patch.
Okay, so right here, almost to me looks like that's where the clean out is
For the toilets and everything. It's just a perfect circle. You probably didn't get a good view of it, but where that dark spot is down in the middle of that, it just looks like that was a patch that was done. Maybe they had to do a clean out at one point. They had to tear that out and then repatch it back, and it just, again, not the best quality. So basement, I definitely say is going to be the roughest part of the house. The upstairs felt like it was pretty good. And then the upstairs master and everything like that, there was no issues. The carpet coming down here is definitely in a lot rougher condition as well. And you know, when I first got here, it kind of had a musty smell, but it has gone away since I've been in here. So I don't think it's as bad in the basement as I originally thought it would be. All right, now we'll head upstairs. The carpet upstairs is a lot better condition. I don't see any stains like I did in the basement. Railings, little nicks and scrapes, but nothing too bad. Drywall up here, good condition. Just needs a little bit of cleaning. Some of the doors have nicks and scrapes on them. But here's the first bedroom. I believe that is a queen size bed, or it's a full. And so, give you an idea of the space. This is one of the rooms with a full bathroom as well. Apologize, I didn't turn the light on earlier. A full bathroom, one sink. Cabinetry, pretty good shape. The far right cabinet looks like it's lost some of its stain, or they had to replace that at some point because it's a totally different grain compared to the rest of the wood. So I'm assuming they replaced that at some point. Looks like they have a couple dings and nicks on the doors as well. Main one I see, it looks like door got swung open too quick or something and put a hole through it. But that is about it on that side. And this room faces the front of the house. You can kind of see down there where everybody can park. All the closets up here are roughly the same. It's about 5 foot by 2 foot deep. And then here would be the master bedroom. This is a full bed in here to give you as reference. If you had a king, you'd still have a few spots to be able to put some dressers in. Up here, the only part of the drywall I see that needs a little love and stuff will be down here at the corner. Looks like they just had to do some fixing and they just did some plaster on it. Other than that, everything up here looks like it's in good shape. This is definitely an off-white, from what I can tell. Walk-in closet for the master. Decent sized. You got a kind of him and her side. And then here's the master bathroom. Single sink still. If you're tall, probably 6 foot tall, Those shower heads in most of the showers are going to be a little short for you. I would probably just buy an attachment to raise it up a little bit. And that is about it, guys. I'll go show you the front really quick, just to give you an idea, because I forgot to show you guys that this place is right next to a open area that you can go out and take your dogs walking. That's a pretty fun little trail around a natural preserve, and it's just a nice little quiet spot. I've always liked this area. A little concerned with the settling that did happen at this house. It's pretty significant, so just something to keep in mind. But other than that, that is about it, guys. I'll show you guys the last little piece and we'll be in good shape. And so the natural reserve is just right over there across the street.